We have nice work to get this illegal block in the back foul. Watch the back, who is lined up almost exactly in the middle of the field. He's going to circle back, and we highlight him for you. And he's going to block in the back right at the point of attack. So good job to get this, to be alert to this block in the back foul, and nice clear announcement by the referee.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 86. 10-yard penalty. First down.
On this pass play, we get nice work by the officials to not call defensive pass interference here. There's some mutual hand fighting, but remember the rule says that it does not allow an obvious intent to impede from getting to the ball, and that doesn't happen here. So good job not to call a foul on this play. On this pass play, we have a clear example of defensive pass interference, and we do have a flag on the ground. This is a good call. Remember, the rule says there should be an obvious intent to impede the receiver from getting to the ball, and that's exactly what we have in this case. You can see number 8 does just that. So this is a textbook example of defensive pass interference. Good job to get this.
Pass interference.
Defense, number 8, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Here we have a good illustration of good teamwork by the officials deep on this pass play. This is a tight pass play at the sideline, and the head linesman and the side judge come in with a complete pass. However, the back judge, who has a different view of this and can see that the ball hits the ground, he comes in and signals incomplete pass. They quickly have a brief conversation and come out agreeing that it's an incomplete pass. So this is exactly why we have our mechanics set up like we do. The back judge has a different angle. He can see the ball hitting the ground when the side judge and the head linesman cannot. So good job to get this correct outcome on this pass play at the sideline. We have nice work to catch this block in the back foul on this kickoff return. You can see this very well on the replay, and this is good work to get this right at the point of attack, clearly a block in the back that allows the runner to go free. So good job to get this. Remember, when they get in chase mode is when we're more likely to get these fouls, so we need to be especially alert, and the crew was in this case. So this is good work.
During the return, illegal block in the back by the receiving team. That's half the distance to the goal, and it will be first down.
We should have 2 flags on the ground from our flank officials for an illegal formation on this play. You can see that the right tackle is well off the line, and he's essentially even with the 2 backs are in the slot to his right. And of course, this gives him an advantage as he drops back into pass protection formation. So we can't let these illegal formations go away. This should be a foul, 5 men in the backfield. We have a couple of fouls on this play, one for an illegal formation and the other for an ineligible receiver downfield because he's covered up. But we don't have any flags on the ground. This alignment is a real mess. Both tackles are off the line, and the receiver to the top of the formation are both on the line of scrimmage. Now, you can argue there's a tiny bit of zigzag between the outside receiver and the man to his right, but they're both on the line of scrimmage, which means that the inside man is covered up. So we should have flags for an illegal formation because we got too many players in the backfield, and we also have an ineligible receiver downfield on a pass play. We have 2 fouls called on this play. Both are there. Both are correctly called. They're on the opposing team, so they offset. You can see the holding foul by the offensive lineman, and then you can see a clear defensive pass interference foul toward the end of the play. So good job to get this. Nice announcement by the referee to indicate that the foul is offset, and we'll replay the down.
Holding, offense, number 74. Pass interference, defense, number 12. The fouls will offset. Repeat fourth down. Wow.
Good dead ball officiating is one of the things that marks a well-officiated game, and we get it here. On this punt play, you're going to see that the ball is dead, and then a member of the receiving team comes in and just blasts the member of the kicking team with a dead ball personal foul. Good job to get this. The back judge comes in with a flag. That means he's alert to action after the play is over. And so this is a good job to continue to officiate even though the ball has become dead.
After the play, personal foul and necessary roughness. Receivers number 33. Half the distance to the goal. First and 10.
This play gives us a good example of good teamwork by the deep officials on what would have been a pass interference call, but the ball is uncatchable. So this is good work to get this. It's always good to have conversations if there's any question about these uncatchable forward passes. On these situations where there's some question about the foul, it's always good to have these conversations, and so good job to get this. I would encourage the referees to use the uncatchable pass signal. Remember, you can't always be sure that the microphone can be heard in every part of the stadium and in the press box, so make good use of your signals. So again, I commend the crew for good teamwork on this play.
There is no foul for defensive pass interference. The pass is ruled uncatchable. Incomplete pass, third down.
This is a good job of being alert to this holding foul on this long run that ended in a touchdown. You get a couple of good looks at this. You can see that number 13, right at the point of attack, grabs and restricts the opponent, and that frees the ball carrier to make this long gain. So good job to be alert to this, and well done.
Holding, offense number 13, 10 yards from the spot on the foul, second down.
I wanted you to see this play because it's a textbook example of how instant replay needs to come in and restore time to the clock toward the end of the game. You can read about this in Rule 12.3.6, paragraph D. And all the conditions for the rule are on this play. It's a one-score game. The ball carrier makes the line to gain, so the clock will stop whenever the ball is dead. And in this situation, the ball becomes dead when his forward progress is stopped. And that happens with about 1 second left on the clock. Now, by the time he steps out of bounds, the ball has already been dead, and so the clock would have stopped at 1 second. So replay should have come in and put 1 second back on the clock, and then the clock would start on the referee's signal. This is the play of the week as far as how amazing it looks at the end, but what I want to do is commend the officials on a really good spot here. You can see that the quarterback scrambles and then he tries to make his first down and he gets hit and basically goes into a helicopter spin and lands, and the officials do a really good job of getting a spot. Critical play because it's fourth down. He's close to the line to gain. It's a one-score game late in the fourth quarter, but this is a very good spot. So good job to get this spot on a very, very difficult play. You can see here that the head coach is coming way out onto the field to protest a call and to try to get the attention of the officials. We can't let this happen. We've talked enough about keeping coaches back and not allowing them to get on the field. Now, this rule about coaches on the sideline and coming onto the field has been in place long enough. We shouldn't have to put up with this. So we should have a flag on the ground for unsportsmanlike conduct against this head coach. In this play, we see an illustration of an illegal blindside block, a clear violation of the new rule, and we don't have a flag on the ground. So we need to call these. Remember the rule. If you have attack with forcible contact in the open field by a player from the blind side, then that's a foul for an illegal blindside block. Now, it is the case, of course, that not all blindside blocks are illegal, but this one clearly is. We need to call these. Should be a call for an illegal blindside block.